Let's see when this thing last was registered. That's the last registration. 22 years she's been sitting. Oh, it's already on. Oh, it just attaches to that. So far, nobody really fucked with this, so I'm happy with that. What does it smell like? Yeah, we got a mouse tooth mark problem. Gonna replace those. This is a new distributor. It's normally a point system, but this is a electronic ignition, it looks like, so that's always nice. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Might need another soak here. Yeah, I think it's all seized. I'm just saying because sometimes some pulleys can seize, can cause some issues. So. These all spin. Well, that one doesn't because it's cranked, but pretty much the AC compressor locked up. And so that's why I wasn't able to turn it over by hand like that, but took it off and now it actually turns over with the starter, so it still is a little stiff, so there's probably a bit of rust in there, but a lot of WD-40, spark plugs, and maintenance, and it should probably be fine, hopefully. But we'll have to deal with something with that. Alrighty, never mind. I was wrong. I forgot this was a thing, but in these old vehicles, this is an air pump for emissions. So it pumps air into the exhaust to help emission standards back in the 80s. So air pump's locked up. We might be able to free it up, but I don't think we need it, so we might run it without it. Now we'll probably take out the spark plugs and lubricate the cylinders and get it turning over free with no compression, and hopefully clear up any rings or rust, and then new spark plugs, wires, and then we'll probably try to get it to run and see how she fires, I guess. And see someone try to repair it, but something definitely got in here and chewed it up pretty good. Rubber insulation is off and it's only the cloth on the inside. Looks like that for pretty much all of them, I think. Oh yeah. That one wasn't even on properly. I should probably remember where those go, actually. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah. Guess we'll get the spark plugs out and see what they look like next. Pretty much I'm going to change all the wires, and normally I do it one by one, but this cap is making it a little hard, so I'm going to label cylinder number 1 on the distributor and then take them all off and then use the firing order to place all the cables in the right spot. I always forget the firing order on a Chevy small block, but cylinder 1's always here for these. So label this one and then take them all off and take spark plugs out. I think that's one. Yeah. The spark plugs look pretty done at some point, because wires and distributor were definitely new, but you can see the plugs are still all shiny underneath the boot, so they took care of their truck. First time I've done it this way, so it's kind of gonna be interesting putting it back together. Looks like it was a pretty good engine when it was running. A little bit of browning, black, pretty good fuel mixture, not burning oil or any big spots. And these are factory, or not factory, but AC Delco plugs, so that's nice to see. So the same thing with this one. There is a bit more carbon on it, which means it's either running rich or is burning a little bit of oil. It's hard to tell because it's not wet anymore because it's been sitting for so long, but looks pretty good overall. Don't like how that's coming out. It's about the same as it all. It's wet because of WD-40, but plug looks pretty good. Nice color. And the gaps are pretty okay. There goes the ratchet. Yeah, it's the same story as the rest. You can tell how much this has been sitting because all the rest here, but the plugs overall look good. That's a good sign. These trucks are old, and so we don't do this anymore, but the steering box is here. What it does is it pushes a linkage that way to turn this tire, and then both these knuckles are locked together, and so they'll turn all together. Same way semis do it. So oh, this cylinder is probably the one with the rust in it. There's a bit of carbon deposits and a bit of rust signs on here, but still overall looks pretty good. White or black or thick carbon deposits. Usually thick carbon deposits mean it's been misfiring for a long time and it's starting to consume oil. And then white is lean. So these nice brown. I think this side might have had the intake ports open. It's a little rusty, but it still looks good. Oh yeah, there's the rust. So that looks like that intake port was open. And so that was letting in water while it's sitting for years and years. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. No rust on this one, so it's nice. Probably let this sit overnight, but we'll crank it over a little bit today. Battery might be dying. I think I was also looking too. I think that distributor might actually be a factory one. I'm not very used to these weird generation of trucks, the 80s. Just trying to see how the carburetor's moving. Everything's still moving good. If I'm mistaken, that's a choke. I don't know how well this Gatorade bottle's gonna work. It works good. It's probably a more than generous amount. It in there and hope it not hot. It might be a little rusty still in there. Just needed to get it to run a little bit.
I'm smoking.
Oops, forgot to do that. Battery cable doesn't have good connection, so I think that was our cranking problem. Oh, I 100% did.
Put the cables on backwards. Ah, well.
Might be out of gas now. That's fucking hilarious. One, 8, 4, 6. 1, 8, 4, 6. 1 more. Alright, I still might have fucked it up, but put the clutch in.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so close. This though. Probably won't be hard to take apart and make a spin again, but I don't know how much I want to do that. So now we know that it runs, we're gonna fix the coolant leaks and fill it with coolant, and then hopefully we can get it to run on its own without adding fuel in it. Holy, it's been on forever. Some mice got to that for sure. Hope this is the right size. They're a lot better than brand new vehicles. Brand new vehicles, you can barely see what you're doing. I'm thinking if I can't find a way to figure this out without having to take out that air pump. Not entirely sure if it's possible here. Oops. Pump. We're gonna take off the air pump and see what it looks like, and either we can bypass it with belts or clean it up enough that it'll turn so we can run it. Huh. Ew. Might be some shit in this air pump. These are pretty old school style clamps here. Never see these around. Oh, there's a vacuum. It's been a long time since I've just used wrenches and hand tools. Oh no, this wrench in there. Alright, it's probably gonna come off here. Pretty fucking close. Oh, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. Well, it looks of it, a lot of stuff actually went into this. Looks like a lot of rust and a lot of debris from it sitting. So if I can't get this out, we might be able to actually free it all up and be able to reuse it, or at least for now. So I'm gonna try and lubricate this and probably put the pulley on and see if I can't get it to turn and do what it's supposed to do. Yeah. I got it moving, but while disassembling it, I found, I don't know if this was me hammering or if this was what seized it, but it was totally possible. This is why it wouldn't turn. So I'm gonna try and get it, all the loose pieces out, and then I guess this is just gonna be an ornament. Try and sand it so I can get the pulley on a little easier. Everything just was fighting me. Holy cow. Holy shit. So, right now I'm loosening the power steering pump so I can tension the belt. I think right there seems pretty good for belt tension for both alternator and power steering belt. So then tighten it down and then throw a fan on and then see if this thing runs. Alrighty.
Try again.
Probably only put in half of this so we have some extra to put in the carb. Ready? change some of those cables.